Cigarette smoking, should it be banned? Introduction. Cigarette smoking is a behavior in which tobacco is ignited, and the ensuing gases are inhaled to be experienced and absorbed into the circulatory system. Cigarette smoking is the most frequent tobacco consumption, accounting for more than 80% of the 1.3 billion tobacco consumers globally. The largest population of smokers is from developing and middle-income nations. The government should ban cigarette smoking as it negatively impacts public health and inevitably leads to significant health issues for smokers. Negative impact of smoking. There's a vast range of health hazards that cigarette smoking can have on a person. Most of these may lead to severe and fatal complications. Smoking cigarettes harms the lungs since nicotine and other toxins are inhaled. Cigarette smoke is a factor in almost 9 out of 10 lung cancer fatalities. Smoking induces other forms of cancer, such as throat, mouth, and colon cancer. The soot and toxins in cigarettes can make someone more susceptible to atherosclerosis. Additionally, they may cause or aggravate an asthmatic episode. Smoking can disrupt a woman's uterus and make it more challenging for her to conceive. This could occur due to the hormone-altering effects of nicotine and other cigarette substances. The prevalence of erectile dysfunction in men rises with cigarette use and smoking duration. According to the CDC, people who smoke frequently have a 30 to 40% higher chance of contracting type 2 diabetes than non-smokers. A user's immune system may be weakened by smoking, increasing their susceptibility to sickness. Cigarette smoking has negative health impacts beyond regular smokers. Relatives, neighbors, children, and employees can all suffer severe effects from passive smoking. Infections of the lungs and breathing problems are more prevalent in children whose guardians smoke. When someone quits smoking cigarettes, they may experience withdrawal symptoms because it is an addictive substance. These effects include urges, a rise in desire, and restlessness. Cigarette smoking pollutes the ecosystem by emitting hazardous air pollutants into the atmosphere. Cigarettes are among the most disposed microplastic commodities on the earth, and compounds seep into the ecosystem when trashed. Annually, 4.5 trillion cigarette butts end up in the waterways, recreation areas, walkways, and beachfront. Tobacco farming has led to deforestation in search of farming lands, consequently promoting global warming. Refutation. Cigarette smoking should not be banned concerning public health concerns. Adults can choose to damage themselves to a certain point as they do not injure others, and they know the health issues of smoking, such as addiction. Creating a smoking zone leads to overcrowding during smoking with limited air supply, thus promoting smoking-related disorders. This is why the strategy does not support banning smoking in public places. Cigarette smoking should not be banned in public spaces. According to a study, the argument for banning smoking in public places is refuted by evidence. Smoking is not a constitutionally guaranteed right, therefore, using tobacco is a personal decision. There is barely any proof that smoking causes damage to non-smokers. Passive smokers should stay away from smoking zones instead of elevating the ban. Cigarette smoking should not be banned based on causing pollution to the ecosystem. The air pollution caused by cigarette smoking is lesser compared to the number of hazardous fumes released from motor vehicles and factories. The government should devise ways to manage both micro and macroplastic water wastes since banning cigarettes will have little environmental impact. The agriculture sector should develop ways of exploring more arable land for tobacco plantation instead of deforestation. Conclusion. Cigarette smoking is a personal choice, not a constitutional right. Therefore, it is challenging for the government to ban smoking. Instead, a policy is set aside to regulate smoking in public settings. Aside from lessening human misery, banning cigarette smoking would save funds on medical expenses, boost job performance, limit the damage caused to the environment, use up fewer of the world's most extensive finite resources, and cut carbon emissions.